on August the 4th of this year, there was a huge explosion in the Port of Lebanon, and it devastated the city. Everybody would have seen what happened on the news. And on the 10th of August, we had our intercessory meeting here in the church, and I just began to go into a prophetic vision. And what I saw was a military strong box. You know, those, like an ammunition box, you know, those old, army surplus kind of ammunition boxes. And that military strong box was suddenly brought into the light. And as the lid was opened, I saw that the box was full of archives. These were records of things that had been done and decisions that had been made. Those archives held the key to how and why the explosion went off in the Port of Beirut. It was as if those documents were thrown into the air and exposed for everybody to see. Now, as I returned to that prophetic word a few days ago, I felt the Lord give me two specific words about that particular prophetic vision. And the first one was that as those archives are being thrown into the air, there are massive amounts of corruption in all levels of government and military being exposed in Lebanon. The second word I saw was malfeasance, which can mean, the presence of evil, but it is also specific to public service. And I saw that the Lord was connecting the word malfeasance to an act by a public official that was contrary to the law in Lebanon, and this is going to be exposed. And then I heard the Lord begin to speak to me about Beirut and how it is now and what's going to happen there. And I heard the Lord say, Beirut will never be the same again. In the midst of all the upheaval as a result of that explosion, I saw an angel stirring the waters in the political strongholds of Lebanon. As the angel stirred the waters, many champions of the Lord began to shake off the despondency and hopelessness that has come from years of treachery and bloodshed in the nation. I hear the voice of the nation crying out, "Who are we and what have we become?" The voice of the nation of Lebanon crying out, "Who are we and what have we become?" And as the nation cried out, I heard the voice of the champions of the Lord crying out for spiritual revolution. There are people protesting and asking for political revolution on the streets of Beirut now. But I'm telling you that the champions of the Lord are rising in this hour, and they are crying out for spiritual revolution, an invasion from heaven. Then the Lord took me back to the angel stirring the waters, and as the waters began to boil, long concealed vendettas and treacheries were brought to the surface and exposed. And I heard the Lord say to the nation, "Choose now, Lebanon, whom will you serve?" For those of you watching on live stream from Lebanon, from Kuwait, I know that there are people watching our live stream tonight from the Middle East. I want to tell you that God's finger is on the pulse of your nation. And those that have been gifted prophetically within the borders of your country are now rising up in declaration and decree that the things of the Lord would begin to prevail. I believe that Lebanon has a profound destiny in the Lord within the Middle East that does not include the destruction of Israel. I believe that now the Lord is saying, if you will choose Lebanon, I will come and bless the nation. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.